Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. This is the second part to James' video about his three-piece collection. Link in the description to video 1. We checked out his beautiful pre-ceramic 16713 root beer, two-tone root beer. And wow, that was a 20-minute video. The whole point of this is to keep the videos kind of short and sweet. And man, I just rattled on about one watch for like 20 minutes. Hopefully I don't do that in this video, but I make no promises. All right, so, okay, piece number 2. All right, so we know he has the root beer pre-ceramic GMT. I bought this in April 2019 via Chrono24, a private seller on there, after I decided I needed some ceramic in my life. And this is a Rolex Sea Dweller 4000, the 116600. I tried on a 6-digit Submariner date and didn't like the lugs at all. So I did some research and decided on the 40mm Sea Dweller. Had it serviced at Dallas RSC as it was a 2015 watch running a little fast, and crown seal was obviously perished. Really? I mean, wow. I don't think you needed to do that, but if it was running fast, look, I like to get things serviced too, if it's a pre-owned piece, just to make sure everything's okay. So I totally get this, but you know, if it's a 2015 watch and you bought it in 2019, yeah, the seals were probably okay, but look, they cleaned the watch and it's your watch now, and you got everything checked out, and yeah, so you know, I would have done that too. I probably would have waited a little longer, although yeah, I hear you there. Okay, so here are the pros. No Cyclops. Thinner lugs compared to the 6-digit sub. No date sub looks. Okay, so it's got a no date sub look, but has a date. Exactly, kind of the best of both worlds there. Everyone has a Submariner collectible reference with limited production. Good looking watch, and something about that shiny ceramic Rolex goodness with a matte dial, oyster steel, and glide lock clasp. There's a lot to like about this watch. Now, there's a lot to dislike, and we get to his cons. It's pretty thick, around 14 to 15 millimeters, making it a little too conspicuous when in the office, as it doesn't slide under the cuff easily and generally is not as comfortable compared to my GMT or Explorer. Those pre-ceramic GMTs are so comfortable. All right, and he's got an Explorer too. We're going to talk about that in the next video. The glossy ceramic bezel really stands out, making the watch almost too noticeable. Almost shouts, "I'm a douchey Rolex owner," particularly I'm a douchey Rolex owner. It screams that. Particularly that it can hide under a cuff easily. I think what he means is particularly because it can't hide under a cuff easily. And man, I totally agree, because that's one of the things I love about the pre-ceramic Rolexes. They just seem so much more like down to earth, and like it's kind of like, you know, this is my dad's watch, or I've had this for a couple of decades thing. But the ceramic watches, the ceramic, you know, steel sports Rolexes, the GMTs and the subs, the bezel is shiny. It looks like new money. It looks like you just got it. You look like a twat that just, you know, paid gray market prices to get one of these things. He really echoes the kind of thoughts I think I would have. The shininess of the bezel, the thickness of it. You know, you're joining the ranks of all of these twats that have paid out the nose, paid more money than they have sense for these watches, getting, you know, screwed on the gray market and bending over with a smile on their face. You know, to join those ranks, you know, it's just it's not something that I want to do, but you know, having that new watch experience and experiencing this ceramic thing, there's something to be said for that. All right. And look, I mean, he makes a great case for this watch, and look, this is a very collectible watch. They made it 3 years, 2014 to 2017. It's a transitional model, okay, because it's 40 millimeters like its pre-ceramic predecessor, the 16600. It's 40 millimeters, but it's ceramic, okay, but it's not grown in size to 43 like the 126600. They made it just for those 3 years and really collectible, and it's really it's the perfect size, 40 millimeters. And again, if you like new internals, and I'm pretty sure it's got the blue parachrome spring. Yeah, it would. And you've got the ceramic experience. It's a fantastic watch to have. And I get the feeling that he is more of a 5-digit guy. I think we're a lot alike in this sense, because he's sort of like, it's a little too much for work. A lot of people would say, are you crazy? I mean, it's just a steel sports watch, right? But I'm sensitive to that. And that shiny bezel, it's just too much. Even the BLRO, the 16710, the Pepsi insert is a little too much for me. I really like to try to fly under the radar with my watches, and so I think he's kind of the same way. But this is a great watch to have, and I think you should keep it, because again, they made it for 3 years, very collectible. It's one of these watches that even if you 100% don't like it that much, even if you'd rather have a 5-digit sub or a 5-digit GMT, there's so much potential with this watch being the transition model that they only made for 3 years that you would be kind of crazy to sell it. And this is a watch that you want to stick in the safe. And look, you really shouldn't sell Rolexes, period. You should just add, okay? But especially with this model, okay, because the potential here is really great. It's a transitional model, okay? So fantastic watch. And personally speaking, when it comes to wearing, I'm a 5-digit guy. I would much rather have a 5-digit no date sub, or even a 5-digit date sub, or the 16600, the 5-digit ceramic sea dweller. But again, the thinness of the pre-ceramic no date subs are really something fantastic. I mean, that they're really special. And the 14060 or the 14060M, it's perfect. The minute hand stretches into the minute marks, and that's not the case with the 16610. It's just a little bit bigger, and it just the minute hand just doesn't quite reach those minute marks. Not a big deal, but not perfect. Not like the 14060 or the 14060M, right? Those are magical. All right, but definitely a thumbs up here. And look, he's got, we're going to do the roundup in the next video when we talk about his third watch. But this is looking like a really good collection. And very big thumbs up on this watch. He's got two very sort of rare, desirable watches with the pre-ceramic 5-digit GMT root beer. And then this, wow. These are not just your run-of-the-mill 40 millimeter steel professional watches. These are special versions. So excellent. Let me know what you think about this. We've got the makings of perhaps a perfect collection. We got to see what piece number 3 is. Let me know what you think. Take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.